They worked so hard to keep the unemployment rate above 8%. And they were crushed when it dropped to 7.8. Did you guys see that? And all of a sudden, they had talked about the unemployment rate for 3.5 years as if it were scripture. It was right up there with the tablets Moses brought down from Mount Sinai. Then all of a sudden it drops below 8%, and they say, oh, the whole thing was rigged. Now, you can understand that. We've all worked hard for something and just almost gotten there. And it broke our heart. They came so close. They almost kept unemployment above 8% all the way to the election, but they failed. And I want you to know that the drop from 9.0 to 7.8 doesn't sound like much. We're not satisfied. A lot of people still need jobs. It is the biggest one-year drop in unemployment in 17 years. So you just have to decide. Governor Romney's argument is, we're not fixed, so fire him and put me in. It is true, we're not fixed. When President Obama looked into the eyes of that man who said in the debate, I had so much hope 4 years ago and I don't now, I thought he was going to cry. Because he knows that it's not fixed. The question is, which path will fix it? And what the American people have got to decide is whether they believe people like me, who are a little bit on the outside of this, that this was the biggest economic crash since the Great Depression. It continued for a full year after the president took the oath of office. We were going downhill. He had to stop that, put a floor under it, and begin the long road back. If you don't blame President Bush for the crash, let's just say it just happened. No, really. No, say if you don't hold the jobs loss against him, then you can't do what Romney's doing and hold him against President Obama, right? So let's just take out from September the 15th, 2008 through February 2010, when we were just careening and the president was trying to stop a depression. Now, what happened? In the last 32 months, our economy has produced 5.3 million private sector jobs. That is twice as many as were produced in the 7 years after the dot-com bubble burst and the crash happened under the Bush administration. 2 to 1. Now, if we're plainly moving back, why in the wide world would you chunk a strategy that's working for one you already know won't work? I want to tell you something. I love Ohio. It's an old school place. We like our families. We like our communities. We value personal loyalty. When you were down, you were out, and your whole economy was threatened, the president had your back. You got to have his back now. And